and welcome to my channel, Blue Lady Thrifting. My name is Vanessa, and today I would like to share with you a shipping video. How to ship a package and not get it broken. Believe it or not, my first ever package I shipped in a saltine box. It was a figurine. I bubble wrapped it and everything, but of course, flimsy saltine box, it broke. So don't do that. Don't put it in a saltine box. So I do have behind me a bunch of regular brown boxes and some the post office not prepaid, but the post office boxes that you can get for free and do priority shipping in them. And when sometimes I wrap the priority boxes in some brown wrapping paper. I don't feel bad about doing that because I am mailing it through the post office. So let's get started with our first item. The first item I have is a couple of stoneware mugs. So I'll show you how I package them. And everybody does package their things differently, so whatever works for you, and if you have a better idea that you can tell me, go ahead and leave a comment and tell me. So the first thing I do with these are put a couple of like shopping bags inside. And then I take another shopping bag and I will put it inside the handle. So the handle is protected and it doesn't get broken. So I wrap that, and then the last thing I do, well, let's do the other one. Now, I don't usually like these shipping videos, but I did have a request. Somebody requested that I make a how to ship video. And as you can usually tell, I don't usually put my face in the videos either. I just haven't gotten to that point where I do that. So now both of them are bag inside and bag around the handle. The next thing we're going to do is get some bubble wrap. And I do use the Bubble Boy wrap. I get 4 gigantic ones of these small bubble wraps for about $50. So that's what I use. And I'm thinking this is going to take at least 2 sheets per cup. So let's pull out 2 sheets. All right, one for each. And get these wrapped up. So leaving room on each side. Now I try to have like double, so there's a double layer of plastic wrap. And I did get my handy dandy tape dispenser. Just makes it easier. So taping that up, and then on the end wrapping that like so to protect the bottom. And then sometimes I just stuff it all inside and then use my tape gun, just a little bit bigger thing of tape to put on the end, and then I do the same for the other one. So wrap him up so he's got 2 layers of bubble wrap, and it's nice to have that protection around that handle with the Walmart bag. So stuff that one inside and give it a little bit of big wrapping tape so it stays. And then the other end, kind of double layer it. Make sure you get as much bubble wrap on every layer as you can. And then I feel and I see if there's any, like it feels like there's only 1 layer right there. So I might stick these 2 together and then give it another layer of bubble wrap. So another couple of sheets of bubble wrap. The more bubble wrap, the better sometimes, because seriously, you don't want things to break, because that's very disappointing for the buyer. And it's quite disappointing for yourself too, because you spent all this time and effort getting the item, wrapping the item. So I'm kind of just wrapping it like a present. I'm taping everything up, the other side as well. Wrapping it like a present. There you go. So it's all nice and wrapped up. So the last thing that I will do, well, not the last thing, but the next thing I will do is put my thank you for shopping Blue Lady Thrifting. And that's probably backwards for you, but it has my eBay store that where they can go, www.ebay.com/store/Blue Lady Thrifting. And then I also put my YouTube channel, Blue Lady Thrifting. So that's what I do with that. Then I measure it. Let's see, this is like 7 inches by 5 by maybe 5. So 755. And then I look over at my boxes. I've got all my boxes labeled 755. So this one I think will go in a 776 box. Let's see if that will work. Now this is one of the UPS priority mail shipping boxes. It's a 7 by 7 by 6. And I don't have any other brown boxes that are the right size. So let's get that in there. And it doesn't matter which way I do it because I'm going to wrap it in brown paper at the end. But let's get that in here. All right. And for the packing, let's see if it fits. It fits good. It fits good in there. But we have to put lots of things around it. So I have newspaper because I do get the newspaper every day. So I have newspaper, and I do have extra. Can you see? Newsprint for when I run out of newspaper. I do have plain newsprint, or if I want to wrap newsprint around something and not get that black newspaper on it. But this we're just going to surround. So I put a couple of sheets of newspaper in the bottom. Sorry for the crinkling. I know that does bother some people. All right. So that's the bottom with a couple of pieces of newsprint in it. Then I'm going to crumple up some additional newsprint around the sides. So it's going to be totally cushioned from all sides. So we need about 4 crumpled pieces for that, 1 on each side. I don't know if you can see, but I like put 2 on this side, and then I'll put 2 on that side, and then I'll stick it in the box. So 1 more sheet. And now we have it surrounded by newspaper. Stick that inside. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but you have all the padding. You have the bubble wrap padding around it and the newspaper. Okay, so it's in there pretty good, pretty snug. And then I'm going to stick a couple more pieces of newspaper on top. And then it should be almost ready to go. One more, and then a couple more. So I have 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and then like a half of one on each side. So that is pretty snug. So put some more packaging tape on it. And then the last thing I'm going to do, one of the last things, well, I shake it to make sure it's not loose, because if it was loose, then I would put more packaging paper in it. But what I'm going to do now is wrap this, since it's a priority mail and I want to send it ground select, I'm going to wrap it in the brown paper. Then I will, put the label on it. I make my, I don't like print the labels off. I do make my own return address labels, Blue Lady Thrifting. And then I make my own fragile labels with my handy dandy fragile stamp there. And if it was a repeat buyer, I would have also put a thank you sticker on it. So that is now how I mail and package my items so that they don't break, because my husband once told me, and I do have a brother-in-law who works for UPS, and they both told me, if you can't throw this off like a balcony and have it not break, then you don't have it packaged enough, because you never know. It might get accidentally stepped on. It's definitely going to get thrown, and it's definitely going to fall from a height of some distance. So, thank you for watching. If you're a current subscriber, thank you so much. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Everybody give a like and a share. And as always, until next time, I thank you for watching.